Hi, I'm Larry Karaszewski, and this is Trailers from Hell. Right now, we're going to take a look at the career of one of the screen's true wild men, Oliver Reed. He was a bit of a fighter, he was a bit of a drunk, but he was a hell of an actor. Every time he popped up on the screen, he burned a hole through it. And he's completely unforgettable, which makes the title of today's movie a little ironic because it's called I'll Never Forget What's His Name. Oliver Reed first made a splash when Hammer Films cast him to play the Wolfman. Come on, was there ever a more perfect actor for the Wolfman? Reed looks like the Wolfman, even before the transformation. But his emergence as a major actor was in two dark, angsty 1960 British dramas, The Party's Over and The System. The System was called The Girl-Getters over here in the United States. In both, he's smoldering and brooding and a bit unpleasant, but you can't take your eyes off of him. I was introduced to The Party's Over in a rather weird way. When I was a child, my family took me to a double feature, and after the main movie was over, the second one began with a group of beatniks walking across a bridge after a night of hard partying. I was riveted by the lead actor that I recognized as the bad guy from the musical Oliver. But the film was in black and white, and my family revolted and made us leave after the first 5 minutes. But the images stayed with me. However, I forgot the title. So as an adult, whenever I came across a film with Oliver Reed, I sat up in my seat waiting for some beatniks to walk across a bridge. But it stubbornly refused to show up. That's because it was a bit of a scandalous film and was somewhat suppressed. 18 minutes had to be cut from it before it was initially released. I have no idea why it was the bottom half of a double bill in South Bend, Indiana. But eventually the BFI put out a restored Blu-ray, and I finally got to see the rest of the film, and it's magnificent. Deftly directed by future Bond Helmer Guy Hamilton, with a great score by John Barry. The System, or The Girl-Getters, might be even better. They would actually make a perfect double bill. In both, Reed plays a bloody bastard to women. This is almost a genre of British films during this time period, coming to its apex with Michael Caine and Alfie, and Reed again against Hayley Mills in Take a Girl Like You. The Cad as an anti-hero. The System connects Reed with director Michael Winner, and the two make a bunch of movies together. The Jokers, Hannibal Brooks, and this movie that we're watching right now, I'll Never Forget What's His Name. Moving on from the beatnik era, we are now in swinging London. Reed plays a hip advertising man who wants to throw it all away and drop out of society. He's working with a fantastic cast here. Orson Welles, Carol White, Marianne Faithfull, Edward Fox. It also was controversial at the time, ran into censorship problems, an oral sex scene, and maybe cinema's first use of the word fuck. Reed's next film was the smash musical hit Oliver, which wins Best Picture and makes him an international star. He then hooks up with director Ken Russell, and the two crazies hit it off in a series of groundbreaking films, Women in Love, The Devils, Tommy. For all his outrageous behavior, Reed must have been a very professional dude on the set, because directors did reuse him over and over. Richard Lester makes 4 films with him, Ken Russell makes 4, and Michael Winner makes 6. So for all his trouble, he was worth it. Oliver Reed had a strength and screen presence that makes every film he appears in just a little more interesting.